Some guy walked up to me and he said, "My friend thinks you're cute." I walked over to her and did one of these. I actually did.
Right, so remind me again, Loren, why are you touching other people like that? His girlfriend, the woman he describes as perfect, the woman he's telling everyone he wants to marry, turns her back for 1 second and by his own admission, Loren begins touching other people and flirting. But get this, that's not even the worst of it. The truly shocking part is the way he tries to gaslight and manipulate Faith.
When I'm here to be with you, and you're already upset with me all the time, this whole trip, if I was gonna do that, I wouldn't have come back to the hotel. You make me emotional.
Oh, give me a break. You make me emotional. He can't even keep a straight face as he says it. The guy's literally laughing while pretending to cry. Now, before we get to his theatrics, his crock of crap, let's just rewind to the start. So, the last we saw the pair after Faith introduced Loren to her best friends, after Loren unsuccessfully spent the night trying to win them over, they caught him outside the club flirting with a drag queen. And when we join them in this episode in the cold light of day, Faith is feeling distraught. She feels like she's been conned by this guy.
We had our first kiss and I thought it might even lead to something more. But then he betrayed me again.
After sharing their first kiss, all the signs were pointing towards, well, I think you can guess. If Loren had played his cards right, if he'd just behaved for one night, he would have got his horny way. How funny, how karmic almost, that he's ruined it for himself. But I do feel for Faith. She keeps placing her trust in Loren, and then he keeps on breaking it. So, as they go to the rooftop to chat, I can't help but hope, I'm desperately crossing my fingers, that this is the last straw for her.
I am very disappointed. Why would he even flirt with other people? It gives me the question of myself, if Loren truly loved me.
Look, let's just be real here, right? Loren's feelings towards Faith can't be called love. They can't. Like, you just don't constantly lie and hurt people that you love. And the truth is, Loren's been more than happy to keep doing that to her. And the icing on top of this shit cake is that, yet again, Loren has adopted the deny, deny, deny approach.
I don't think I was flirting with anybody.
The one who saw you is my best friend. And then she saw that kind of, situation with the drag queen outside.
So I guess that must mean you're calling Faith's best friend a liar, right, Loren? Someone desperately needs to teach this man accountability. It's never his fault. He's always blaming someone else, just like he does today. When Loren begins recounting his version of events, notice how he shifts the blame onto someone else entirely.
Some guy walked up to me and he said, "My friend thinks you're cute." I walked over to her and did one of these. I actually did.
Now, it's at this point that we're shown what presumably is the only footage that exists of this incident. It's quite hard to make out, but from what Loren tells us, it wasn't a drag queen that he was flirting with, but rather an entire group of friends, of which a female was the one that apparently liked him. Now, the question does still remain, why has he walked over there? Why is he entertaining this? But regardless, he says he rejected this lady's advances by placing his hand on her neck.
And I said, "Sure, you're too young for me, and I'm here to be with my beautiful girlfriend." So I did not flirt with a drag queen. I denied the flirting.
Now, it's not often that I say this, but I do kind of maybe perhaps believe Loren here. Why? Well, firstly, there's some footage. It's horrible footage, but we have something that substantiates his claim. But also, in addition to that, he's been honest, very honest, too honest perhaps, about what he's attracted to. He's made it remarkably clear he's not attracted to biological women.
My preference is to date a trans woman, with or without a penis, preferably penis, because a penis is much more fun to play with.
Yeah, so that being the case, I don't think the young girl at the club is going to do it for him. Now, notably, there's no footage shown of him talking to this woman. It's only him talking to the male friend. But he claims he touched the girl's neck, and he believes that that was probably what Faith's friends saw, what they misinterpreted. They must have seen that and assumed it was flirting. Loren tries to play it off. But the thing is, it is flirting, isn't it? He is entertaining other people's advances. He's going up to them, he's touching them, he's talking to them. If he had wanted to shoot it down and stop it in its tracks, he could have, but he didn't. Heck, on this occasion it was a girl, but what if it had been a drag queen? Would the flirting have been different? Surely the very fact that he's put himself in this situation should be enough of a red flag for Faith to end things, right? So where does she stand on it? What does she make of Loren's explanation?
I don't believe you regarding to that. The first beginning, I have a trust issue with you. Gonorrhea because you're sleeping with others. That's the same way what you do in the US. So you can do also here.
Faith's only just forgiven him for the cheating, right? Wounds like that don't heal overnight. Loren was already on thin ice as it was. It was gonna take him time and good behaviour to fully regain her trust. So the fact that he finds himself embroiled in this so soon just proves you can't count on this guy to behave. He can't control himself. So, sensing Faith's skepticism, sensing that she doesn't believe him, Loren turns on the gaslighting and the manipulation tactics.
I'm there with you and your friends. We're on thin ice. Why on earth would I do that when I'm here to be with you and you're already upset with me all the time this whole trip?
Whoa. Let's just stop it there for a second, Loren. Look at him trying to flip the situation. He's trying to put it all on Faith. He's trying to make it look like she's the one that's overreacted. Sorry, but her anger throughout the trip, which wasn't nearly enough, by the way, but her anger was valid. It was warranted. It was because of your actions. And yet, somehow, even despite the cheating and the gonorrhea, she still forgave him. Like, how he's trying to now hold that against her and make it seem like she's been this upset, grumpy person throughout is absolutely wild. What Loren doesn't seem to understand is that his actions repeatedly humiliate Faith.
Why you should put in your hands in
Yes,
in the
I was
kind
drinking
of
and
a
I
lady.
shouldn't have got that close to her.
It's still flirting, and it bothers me that Loren is so flirt.
Yeah, no one wants a boyfriend, or a girlfriend for that matter, whose hands are all over someone else. If Loren's acting that way when Faith has turned her back to hail a taxi, just imagine what he'd be like when she's not around. But the thing is, Loren refuses to accept that he's done anything wrong.
I don't think I did anything wrong. So I did show her a little bit of affection with the hand motion and telling her at the same time, I'm not interested in you.
Loren, for some crazy reason, thinks that he's shown Faith that he's super committed to her. He wants her to forget everything that he's done in the past and focus on, 48 hours of being on his best behaviour. And just to make matters even worse, get this, right? After telling Faith that he loves her, he then has the audacity to tell her to get over it. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Is this so much that you can't get over it?
Maybe next time you cannot do that.
Yes. No more slightly flirtatious touching.
No, Faith, no, don't do that, no. I don't know why she keeps taking him back. I don't know what Loren has to do for her to finally end things. This is heartbreaking. You can tell that she really loves him. She just wants to be loved by him. But for some tragic reason, she believes that love, the love she thinks she deserves, comes with these kinds of strings attached. She seems to believe that Loren's the best that she can get, the only guy that she can get. And the way that Loren plays on that, the way he manipulates this, is frankly horrifying. Just listen to what he says next.
Anything. And hopefully by then I have a ring on and then I'll be like, look, I'm married. This guy, off limits.
Yeah.
How the fuck is he bringing up marriage in this conversation? And more to the point, how's he trying to spin it to make it seem like marriage would fix all of their problems? He just never misses an opportunity to bring it up, does he? And I hate what he's doing here. The inference that if she marries him, he'll then magically become committed to her is preposterous. preposterous. That's not how it works. A leopard doesn't change its spots. But he knows that that's what Faith craves. He's trying to dangle the carrot in front of her. And he then starts ramping up the pressure. He imposes a time restraint by reminding her his visit to the Philippines is up soon. It's gonna be so hard to leave you. Boo-hoo, I don't know what I'm gonna do, he starts pretending.
And it's gonna suck because I've said goodbye to you. It's gonna suck. A lot.
Is Loren pretending to cry? I don't see any tears coming out of his eyes. But, remarkably, somehow, it's done the trick. He's won Faith back over. He's fooled her again. He's playing on her empathy, and she is empathetic. She asks him, almost in a worried way, why are you getting so emotional? To which he replies,
You make me emotional.
like, she makes you emotional, and you make me sick, Loren.
Seeing Loren emotional and knowing that he doesn't want me to give up on him makes me feel like he really cares about me.
And just like that, he's managed to reel her back in again. Faith may not trust Loren, but no matter what crazy shit comes out of his mouth, she just laps it up, she accepts it, and she keeps going back to him. This is a toxic relationship at both ends. Faith accepts being treated like dirt because she thinks it's the best that she can get, and Loren keeps treating her like garbage because he knows he can get away with it. I like Faith, but at some point you have to say she's had plenty of warning signs, plenty of opportunities to kick this guy to the curb. Yeah, it's a real concern that she's now dismissed all of her friends' warnings and chosen to side with him again.
But are you ready to go? You want to go do something fun? Lighten the mood as boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.